Awoken skills are by far the best form of content that we could get in a DLC. But since we got one in DLC 13, is it possible to see one in DLC 14 or 15? And if we did see one, I want to talk about the Awokens that the community wants most by far and why these Awokens wouldn't actually be the best for Xenoverse 2. Let's get into it. So like I said, Awoken skills are by far the best form of content we could get in any DLC, and we did just recently see one in DLC 13 with Super Saiyan God. But now the question becomes, will DLC 14 or 15 bring one, since we do know DLC 15 has already been confirmed. And I'm here to tell you guys that I do think there is a possibility to see one in DLC 15. I don't think we'll see one at all in DLC 14, and if we did, that would honestly just blow my expectations out the water, and it would be probably, I would say, one of the best things Bandai and Dimps have ever done, because we've never seen an Awoken skill be in back-to-back DLCs. And that's why I say it would be one of the best things we've seen them do for Xenoverse 2, because again, that is the favorite form of content that we could get in a DLC pack, and we've never seen it in back-to-back DLCs. But DLC 15, since DLC 15 has already been confirmed, there is that possibility to see an Awoken skill within that DLC pack, and I do think it honestly has somewhat of a good chance for multiple reasons. One, if you look at Awoken skills since they have dropped, it has taken less and less DLC packs in between every Awoken skill, you could say. Like the first Awoken skill I believe we got in DLC 5. We didn't see another Awoken skill all the way until DLC, what? It was DLC 9 or 10 with Blue Evolution Vegeta. And then technically, even though we call DLC 13 DLC 13, Bandai and Dimps call that DLC 12. They messed up the whole like update numbers and DLC numbers with the free update a long time ago. But again, they are calling it DLC 12. We're still calling it 13. But let's go by their numbers really quickly, right? DLC 12 got an Awoken skill, and again, it was DLC 9 or 10 that added one in as well. That was less DLCs in between those than it was between Super Saiyan Blue and Blue Evolution. So it is possible that we see something like that once again, and we get another Awoken skill 2 DLCs later, which for us, again, would be DLC 15. So I do think it's truly possible for them to add it in, and on top of the fact that, like I've said in past videos, whenever I would talk about Awoken skills, because the narrative along those lines has not changed in terms of it is the most favorite type of content that we could get, and the game is this damn old. You should be bringing in some stuff that the fans and the community really want at this point to keep them interested. And if honestly you look at the Steam charts, guys, the Steam charts show how many people play on average, like per day and per month and things along those lines. Since the most recent DLC that did add in an Awoken skill, the numbers have been better than they have in a very long time. Like, it's been quite some time since the numbers have been this consistent in terms of the amount of people that are actually playing Xenoverse 2. So you can see what an Awoken skill definitely does for this game and for the players. Like, it brings a lot of people back to the game and makes them play the game that much longer, because Awokens, I mean, they're just dope. Like, at the end of the day, they are, again, the best form of content that Xenoverse 2 has to offer in terms of DLCs, in my opinion, at the very least. The only thing that I would think would be, like, better than an Awoken skill is if they were to add in like a new tournament mode or just something along those lines. But in terms of stuff that we get for like our CACs and characters and things along those lines, it's definitely the best form of content we have seen on Xenoverse 2 up until this point in time. So like I said, for those reasons, I do think it's possible to see another Awoken skill in Xenoverse 2 during DLC 15, and I'm hoping that is the last DLC that we actually see for this game. But now to talk about which Awoken skills should be added and why the ones that the community wants are not good for Xenoverse 2 in any way, shape, or form. And for that, let's take a look at this poll that I recently did on Twitter, guys. This was a poll where I asked you guys which Awoken, if we did get another one, which Awoken would you want to see the most in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2? Everybody, for the most part, about 50% of the votes were at Super Saiyan 4, which is understandable from the aspect of, one, Super Saiyan 4 looks absolutely dope. You just can't lie on that. And then two, it is something that we've pretty much wanted since the beginning of Xenoverse 2. Like, Super Saiyan 4 was talked about being in Xenoverse by the fan base before we were even considering Super Saiyan Blue being a thing. Like, we didn't think we were going to get Super Saiyan Blue before Super Saiyan 4. And again, it was definitely talked about way more than Blue ever was in those first couple of DLCs. Like DLC 1 through 4, when we did not get a new Awoken skill added at all. Everybody was hoping that at some point in time, we would get Super Saiyan 4 added into this game. Again, it does look dope by far. Like, it's by far, in my opinion, the dopest looking transformation. And it's the one we've wanted for the longest point at this point in time. So it's understandable why people want Super Saiyan 4 so damn bad in Xenoverse 2. But take a look, guys, at the Awoken skills you get for Saiyans in comparison to all the other races. Like, all the other races are so far behind in terms of actual Awoken skills, and it's a main reason why you don't see these races in any way, shape, or form for the most part when you play online in Xenoverse 2, especially during a DLC like the previous one where Super Saiyan God was added. Everybody was using God on their Saiyan CAC. Nobody was really rocking with the other CACs at that point in time because they didn't really have anything new. So again, it is one of the main reasons you don't see many of the other CAC races in this game, and that's because they haven't gotten anything at all. I mean, we are 13 DLCs deep, and they haven't gotten shit. That's kind of messed up, especially when you think from the very beginning, Saiyans already had like almost double the amount of transformations compared to other races in the game. And then you add in the fact that Super Saiyan Blue, Blue Evolution, and God are the only 3 Awokens we've seen, and those are all like I was trying to say, those are all Saiyan transformations, none of which can be applied to any other race. So if we got another Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 4 transformation added into the game, it would just be something again for the Saiyan race, which at this point in time they don't really need. I would much rather prefer to see a pure progress or a God of Destruction Awoken skill added into the game, because that's something that can be applied to all races. Now, a lot of people may be like, yo, Cab, what about Ultra Instinct? Honestly, I may make a video one day on Ultra Instinct talking about in depth why I don't think it would be good for the game at all, because it would literally be meta changing. But I'm just going to say this right here. Imagine a UI Goku, like how UI Goku is right now in Xenoverse 2, but he had 10 bars of stamina and over 2 bars of health, and then had whatever moves he wanted in the game. Because that's basically what a CAC with Ultra Instinct would actually be, and it's why I say it should not be added. Like, that right there is the main reason, without really going in depth on it, that right there is the main reason why we should never see UI added into Xenoverse 2 unless it's worked differently from how UI works for like Ultra Instinct Goku. Like, unless there was some negative to this transformation, like maybe when you transform your ki and stamina go down, or something goes down, like something would have to happen with this transformation to balance it out. Because again, imagine UI Goku with whatever moves he wants, 10 bars of stamina and over 2 bars of health, because that is something you can put together with a CAC on this game. So that would literally be meta changing, and that's all you would probably see in terms of online play. Like, every single CAC would be using Ultra Instinct. You think you see a lot of Saiyan CACs now? Wait till Ultra Instinct were to drop on this game. All you would see is CACs in general. You would barely ever see cast characters played online, because CACs at that point would just be so much damn better than any cast character in the game for the most part. Like, they are already better than pretty much most of the cast in this game already, because of the freedom of stats, the freedom of skills. Like, there's not many casts that really compete with the CACs, but give them Ultra Instinct, it takes it to a whole nother level. So that's why I don't think we should ever see Ultra Instinct in Xenoverse 2 again, unless it was worked in some other way, like they did it to where there's actually negatives to the transformation at the same time. And I mean big negatives to this transformation, because like I said, 10 bars of stamina, over 2 bars of health, and whatever moves you can want on an Ultra Instinct build, absolutely godlike and game breaking. So with that being said, man, this video right here was really just to talk about why I think we still can see an Awoken skill in DLC 14/15, most likely 15 if we were to get one in either, and then also talk about the Awokens that I don't think should be added into this game and the ones that I do, because like I said, pure progress and a God of Destruction, this is something that would be applied to every single race in the game, and even Saiyans would get this. For all the people who want Super Saiyan 4 and things along those lines, you got to understand, you would still get God of Destruction for your Saiyan-based CAC. It's just it would finally give all the other races something to have at the same time, because again, they have literally gotten nothing in all 14 or 13 DLC updates up until this point in time. So let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments. Do you think, first and foremost, that there is a possibility to see a new Awoken in DLC 14 or 15? And then also, if we did get a new Awoken, would you guys like to see it be something like a God of Destruction, a pure progress? Or are you just going to stick along the lines that you want Super Saiyan 4 or Ultra Instinct to be added within Xenoverse 2? Let me know all that down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, hope you have a good day. Peace, y'all.